Yo, yo, yo. Operator. What's good? Back again. And I was doing a little research, which is why I made this video. Here we go. So, you can see here, it says showing results for Roland Tr808 kick drum diagram. The Roland Tr808 kick drum circuit is based on a resonating filter network, specifically a bridged T network, which acts as a bandpass filter that rings when triggered. The core of the sound is generated by a 1 millisecond pulse. So I've been using a lot of oscillators, sine waves, etc. to make 808s, but apparently the 808 kick drum was actually a resonating bandpass filter. So I tried it out in this beat. And let me show you the patch and then the beat. So here's the patch. Here's what it sounds like. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we're not getting any audio. What the heck? Sorry. It's weird when you have to like, I don't know if the program's opened before or something. Let me just go to these properties real quick. Let me just do display capture again. Just reset it, you know, replug, unplug, replug. Okay. So that's what it sounds like. I think it sounds pretty good. And here we got the patch. So let me mute the stuff after it so you can hear it without. And you can see every time I strike the kick drum, it's modulating the cutoff to get that pitch envelope. And then I'm also key tracking the cutoff so that it can play in-tune melodies. And then the Q is being modulated by this kick drum shape right here. Alright, so then I sent it through Decapitator, or you can use any analog modeled plugin or whatever, saturator. Gives a little more beef. Then I hit it with the EQ, just to tame that high end, to make it sound more analog. Tame those mid frequencies a little bit. Then we got a clipper here. Not doing anything, I guess. I didn't use that. But then so I used the saturator, Saturn 2, to just really push the output gain here and drive it a little. And here in this section of the track, you can see I am shortening it with a macro. So I'm modulating the macro, and the macro is controlling the length of the LFO that is modulating the Q. So if you turn that up, that macro, it makes this shape much shorter, like a kick drum instead of an 808 long kick drum. And then that way I can put a bass underneath it and just modulate it to become a kick instead of a kick with bass on it. So here, I'll play the whole thing for you.
Put your gun in the air, right?
right, so yeah. I'm gonna put a couple of these presets because I made multiples up on my Patreon for you guys, as well as maybe some samples because it takes some other plugins to make them really sound right. So yeah, I think resonating bandpass filters is a really fun way to make sounds. Try it for leads, try it for all kinds of stuff. You can really make some cool sounds. Like, watch, I'll just make one real quick for you here in PhasePlant. You get a noise, and then you turn it down, and then you get this nonlinear filter out, put on bandpass mode, and crank that Q all the way up. Let's get a note and modulate it, and that'll be the core of our patch, right? Then if you make this just a quick impulse here, this noise, has like a really nice natural transient on it. And then if you modulate that with a pluck shape with the looping set to off, you can get a nice pluck. So for making drums, you know, and then let's just put like a delay on this. You know, maybe a little bit of reverb too. And the different modes have a different sound. They all have a different sound. You can put a distortion after it so that we can really get that tail louder. Or we could do delay before the reverb and do more of like a tight, quick delay. Similarly, you can put a sweep up the pitch. Really nice for bubble sounds. And if you don't modulate it with a ramp, you can just get a nice let's try a slower reverb or a slower delay and a bigger reverb. Art museum reverb. And you do like less of a cue, it sounds more windy. And similarly, instead of a strike, you can make it more like a flute if you turn this way down, this volume, but then make it sustain. You can also duplicate the bandpass filters to get a cleaner result. If you make sure poly is on here at the top, I think you can get chords and stuff. Yeah, so nice chord pads. Make it more like a pad shape. So yeah, a lot of fun to be had with bandpass filters, and to make kicks, you know, like this, you know, you can make some kicks. Yeah, it's just a really fun way to make sounds, and they sound really organic because they got some like frequencies down lower than that peak. So it's like, you know, if you just use a sine wave, there's nothing below that sine wave. Unless it distorts and makes sideband harmonics. But if you use a bandpass filter, there's a little bit of stuff below the peak and above the peak, and then it's like it just has this different sound to it. So yeah, try that out. Multiple bandpass filters. You can make chords too. There's all kinds of cool stuff you can do with bandpass filters as oscillators. So yeah, try out all your different filters. Some of them will resonate more than others. Analog modeled filters will always resonate probably better and more than others. If you get real analog filters, they'll just resonate indefinitely with a single strike because of the way the circuits work, at least in modular or Eurorack and stuff like that. So yeah, try it out. Check out the Patreon for the samples and the presets too. Big up, big up, big up. Peace. Love you.